In this part, I'm going to show you in the Azure portal how to create the Azure Purview and how to register a data source into these services. And next, how to create a classification to classify the data source by a category.
Now in this tutorial, I'm going to create a new resource group. In this resource group, I'm going to create a Azure Preview. So for that, I'm going to create a new resource. Create. Create my resource. Go to resource group and then create a new Azure Preview. So for that, I'm going to create new Azure Preview and then create. Here I have the description of the services that I explained in the latest video. What is the main advantages of this services, and then create. I'm going to use my subscription, my resource group demo, and then in the Europe North, Purview demo test, for example, is already taken. I'm going to choose another one, for example, and then create. Here I have the price of the Azure Purview. The capacity CU is 25 2 gigabits of metadata stored. And then next, and we are waiting for validation to create the research. So after validation, we have a deployment is in progress for my subscription and for my resource group. And we are waiting for the deployment of the resource. That's take a couple of moments. So in the left bar, I have all the control panel. I have the activity log, the access to the resource, the tag, and the network, the managed resource, and etc. And here in the main menu, I have the Open Preview Studio that I can open my preview here or access directly from the Purview Studio in the URL. And then I can manage the user here also to the user who I want to access to the Purview Studio. And then I'm going to show you the dashboard of the Azure Preview. Like the Azure Data Factory is another tool that is coupled in Azure portal. So here I have the no source because it's an empty workspace, also no dataset and no glossary term. So to begin, starting with the Azure preview map, I'm going here with data map. And then I have the map view or a table view. We have two modes of the presentation of the data relationship on the data presentation. And then I'm going to add a new source. I'm going to register, for example, a SQL database. Here in my subscription, I'm going to say all, and then the server name, for example, this server name, and then register. So I have here my data source is shown in the map view. Also, I'm going to register another source, for example, a storage in all subscription. Here I have also my data lake storage is shown. For my purview demo, I can also collapse all this resource and I can edit and new scan that I tell the services that will scan the data inside the resource, and also I can delete this compound. In the classification, this section, the Azure Purview that will classify the data source with these categories for example, identity card, a passport number. I can create a new classification, for example, demo classification. In the classification rule, here I will give the rule of the classification that I create. I'm going to create a new rule. The classification demo and is enabled. And here I have two possibilities. If I choose the regular expression, I would code the regular expression that it will be scanned to match the data source with the regular expression. For example, I can say the pattern it start by letter A. If I found a metadata that is start by A, it will be classified in this classification rule. So if I go back to the summary, here I have two resources that I have added in the map view. And here also I can browse the asset by dataset or by collection. Here the classification that is detected, but now I have no connection with the data source. I don't have the key vault value to connect to the data source value. In the inside also I have the classification